also breaking tonight, the state of Florida plans to shut down Alligator Alcatraz in just a matter of weeks. CBS News Miami's Jim DeFeeti has confirmed the company is hired to operate Alligator Alcatraz. We're notified today that the detention center is in fact closing. Jim joins us live now with what comes next. So Jim, first question, what's the timetable for this shutdown?
So the vendors are being told that the last detainee, and there are about 1,400 or so still held at Alligator Alcatraz, and it'll take a few weeks to get them out, but sometime in June, they're expecting that the last detainee will leave the facility. And then after that, it'll take about 2 to 3 weeks to break down all the fencing, all the structures, the trailers, everything that they built out there to house those inmates. All of that will get broken down. So best guess is by early July, that'll be returned to what it was before, which was a little used airport that was designed to help pilots train for touchdowns and takeoffs and that sort of thing.
Why this decision made now, Jim?
Look, Alligator Alcatraz has been a very, very expensive, what some would say, boondoggle. It appears that it's costing taxpayers upwards of $1 billion to have erected and then operated this facility out in the Everglades. Now, as we have reported previously, about $608 million that has been billed to the federal government. You know, the federal government says, yes, we'll pay that bill, but they've yet to pay it. So that's holding up vendors. But after that $608 million, which was submitted last year, the state has racked up about another $300 million or so, according to my sources. And that money will probably end up costing state taxpayers. So the federal government will likely come in and reimburse the state for the first $608 million. But the $300 million after that, like I said, state taxpayers could be on the hook. And every day that facility stays open, Ron DeSantis realizes the state could be held liable for having to pay those bills. And so now there is a rush to get it closed before accruing even more debt.
And Jim, what happens to those 1,400 or so detainees who are still there?
So a number of things is likely to happen. Some of them will probably be transferred to other facilities, some within the state of Florida, some in other states, principally Louisiana or Texas. And then others will actually be deported. They are in the process of being removed. So many of them could end up in third-party countries, whether deported back to their home country or to some third country that the U.S. government has worked out a plan to send them to, or, as I said, transferred to other facilities. But this process is winding down and will likely be done in sometime in June, with the facility completely gone by July.
All right, Jim DeFeeti, thank you for reporting to us about that story. Alligator Alcatraz on the verge of shutting down. Jim, thank you so much for your great reporting on that.